Welcome everyone to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today I've got a very special review. Today I will be taking a look at a brand new indie toy company from America called Creative Comics and Collectibles, and they are run by a man called Draxton Saccone. I had him on my pop culture interviews a few months back, so I will drop a link for that in the description if you want to hear more about him. So he has been awesome to me and sent along one of their first figures that they have gotten out, and it is the Collectible Legends Blue Beetle. So yeah, he looks really nice. Thanks once again to Creative Comics and Collectibles for getting this out to me. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to review it fairly, and yeah. So guys, I first came across them when I was looking for new figures and I'm always looking for new indie toy companies and stuff to check out their stuff, because you can only have so many Marvel Legends, as you can see. Sometimes you need to search for stuff that's outside of the box. So he has wave one of this contains the Blue Beetle and Cassie Hack, who are, did I say that right? But they are characters who don't have a license at the moment. So he picked up those, and he's looking for those characters that no other main company has done. So for me, that is really cool. They also launched a successful Kickstarter for a brand new Vikings versus Barbarians line, and you should definitely go to Creative Comic and Collectibles.com to check those out. They are up for sale as well on Big Bad Toy Store, as are these, and definitely give them a look, because especially in this time that we're in at the moment, it can be really tough to start a new business, especially the Kickstarter model, which can be pretty tough to get past, but they did it. So guys, massive props before I even look at the figure for doing that and achieving that. That in itself is a massive success. And before we get on to the figure, I wish you all the success and everything. And guys, if there's a UK distributor watching this, check these guys out, get them into your store, because yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to go on to the figure now. And once again, big congratulations to Creative Comics and Collectibles. I will get it right once at least before this review ends. So let's get on to the figure. So here we are with the box of the Blue Beetle, and as you can see in the box, you've got 3 more sets of hands. So that's 4 hands he comes with. At the back, just behind him there, you can see he's here. Now the first thing I will say is he looks very like the Phantom, if anyone remembers that TV show. And also the blue here it's not as bright on the figure. They're just my opening thoughts. Above here you have the Creative Comics and Collectibles logo. Series 1, Collectible Legends. Now it has the name here, Blue Beetle. You really have to look for it. That'll be my first thing with this is I think this stuff is kind of lost at the top. You could maybe cover it here and have the logo across. I don't know, it's just my opening thought. This looks great. If I walked into a shop, a comic shop or whatever, and saw this, I would be really intrigued. Let's move to the back of the box packaging. And here you have Blue Beetle, picture of him here. Dan Garrett becomes a police officer who became the Blue Beetle to find out who killed his father. It was during his senior school year that Dan's father was fatally shot by Chick Alonzo. He quickly found out and brought the whole Alonzo gang to justice, and yada yada yada. Now, I will pause it there if you want to read the rest. And let's get on to the legal stuff. Products go through multiple chains. Now, usually on most figures, this is like, all over the back. So less of that is great. Blue Beetle proof of purchase. That's really cool. It's kind of retro. On the back, you've got Cassie Bloody variant, Cassie Hack, and Blue Beetle variant. I think that's Bloody as well. No, he's different gloves. The gloves are a different color. So thoughts on the packaging overall. I think really what he should have done here, what should have been done here is having this package art on the back as well. It would have looked a lot better, I suppose. But in saying that, I have to caveat everything I say with, this is not a $1 billion, $1 million company like Hasbro who can afford the best graphic designers and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm not gonna go hard on this. I will say I love this packaging that allows you to remove the figure from the packaging and put it back in. Now, something that would, if this was at retail, if this was at a big retail chain like a Walmart or a Target or whatever, you often see figures being stolen and being sent back with different figures in the packaging. This would be rife for that. The fact that you can take this off really easily and whip out the figure and probably whip in another one and send it back. Yeah, but they don't have to deal with the problem at the moment. But for future reference, I would say, think, like, it is great to be able to take them in and out, but I think you got to think about your security as well. But yeah. So whilst I'm here, let's not cut this here. Let's get him out of the figure. Get him out of the box. Should have cut that. But it's just a bit of sellotape on the top or on the sides and the bottom. And just like that, you can slide the card off, which is pretty cool. And he comes out like so. So as you can see here, some of the hands popped off. So let's get him out of the box. Anyone who's watched my reviews know it. I hate taking figures out of these things. So let's put him down there for a moment, just so I can put away this stuff and move that out of the way. Yeah, so it's not that hard to get back on. Okay, so first impressions straight out of the box. It's a really solid figure. Oh, yeah, it's nice and stiff as well. So yeah, it's quite solid out of the packaging. It articulates good. So before we go anywhere else, let's do the articulation to start off. Again, it does look really good out of the packaging. So let's do some articulation. Head goes up, head doesn't go down. There is no side to side. It does go all the way around. Shoulders do the full 360. You got a bicep swivel. You got a very good double jointed elbow, which is cut off here by the size of the bicep, which is fine. He has wrist articulation at the actual wrist. The gloves or the guns, whilst I'm on them, they are a nice silver colour. I really like that. Nice paint on those. And there's a nice bit of sculpt on it as well. He does have some diaphragm articulation there. You can get a good bit of movement side to side. He does go to full rotation on the waist. Now, I'm not too sure about this piece. I know it's part of the character, but the one thing I will say is if this was a Marvel Legend, right, this would be a very loose piece. They would go up and down. I don't know, on the Cyclops figure especially. So legs go out that far, not that far actually. Up, not much back. He does do full double jointed knees, hip rotation, and it does have an ankle rocker, and it does go up and down. So fantastic range of movement on this guy. He does look really, really cool. Now I will say the paint is, it's sort of dull. It probably needs maybe another bit of a wash. I don't know, to bring out the colours more. As I said, let's look at the picture on the card, for instance. That picture on the card is quite bright, and you can see the difference in colour there. Maybe you'd have something to bring out the wash on him. But they're just minor discrepancies on my point. So you do get different hands and they pop out really easily and pop in really easily. And interestingly enough, one of the hands is a gun holding hand, so you can put your own weapons in him if you want. So yeah, so let's look at the other hands. You get two punching hands. You obviously get the other gun holding hand, who just jumped out of my hand. The other gun holding hand, and you get two hands for holding other bits and pieces. So yeah, guys, this is a nice piece. I will have to say. So I repeated myself. Let's check out the height. And the blue Beetle is just at about 5.5 inches. So let's see how that measures up to some other lines. So here he is next to an AEW Cody Rhodes. So as you can see, he's a bit on the small side, but then AEW are scaled to more 7-inch. And speaking of 7-inch, here he is next to a McFarlane Mortal Kombat. Now back to the 6-inch scale. Here he is with my custom Jazzwares Hound from Alan Alford. And you can see there is a good discrepancy there. He can definitely fit in with Fortnite figures. And the question everyone will ask is, what about Marvel Legends? And as you can see, he is... Let's get those damn wings out of the way for a start. So Vulture is not much bigger than him. So he does go with Marvel Legends, maybe a bit small. But yeah, I really like the scale on this guy. He can fit in pretty much anywhere. So guys, I'm going to leave some words somewhere. No, I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can go find these guys. I want to get Cassie Hack myself now as well, and check out their Vikings and Barbarians line. But for a first shot at someone doing their first figure, this is great. Like, again, it's... the paint can be worked on, but look, it's a great shot. The head here as well, it would be cool if this was as bright as the belt. But other than that, the face sculpt and everything, he looks really cool. Looks sort of angry. But for these guys to make a figure like this on their first try is absolutely fantastic, and I really like it. And it'll definitely be going straight on my Marvel Legends shelf next to my other more well-known heroes. Whoop, didn't pop that in properly. But yeah, guys, give them a shout. And like small companies like this, like Boss Fight Studios were another one, and they're huge now. So go and give them a shout and give them a... buy a couple of figures, because they really deserve it. They're awesome guys. So yeah, that's been Brian's action figure reviews. I hope you enjoyed my review, and stay tuned for many more. And don't forget to subscribe. See you there, guys. Bye.